using one of my favorites that I keep in the freezer all the time. These little Goya empanada discos, they're called. They're little shells. You can fill them with whatever, savory or sweet. So these are the 6-inch size discos or empanada dough. I get them right in the freezer section of ShopRite, believe it or not. Goya section, they have a lot of really good stuff. Now for my filling, I'm going to show you what I did. I took a couple of sausage links out of the casing and I chopped and fried that up with a half an onion. Then I grated in 1 clove of garlic. Then I added in, don't come after me for this, I added in a small can of mushrooms and I chopped them up and threw them in. I took about 1.5 cups of frozen peas, I threw that in. Once that was all nice and combined with salt and pepper, I added 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of flour. I got that going. I added a little bit of chicken broth. I added a little bit of half and half or milk, whatever you have, or heavy cream. And then I grated in about 1/3 cup of pecorino romano. And here's my filling. I tasted it. It's delicious. It's all cooled off. So let's get this stuffed. And they're so easy to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one. See, they're nice and thin as well. So I'm just going to take one, and I'm going to take a nice serving of that filling. And this is delicious. I tasted it. I love sausage, so any kind of a sausage filling, I'm all for it. Now that I got it nice and filled, I'm just going to take some shredded mozzarella, and I'm just going to put that on the top. Pack that down right on top. Just like that. Now I just take that top shell and I'm just going to put that on the top, and I'm going to pinch and fold around. You could use a fork to seal, whatever you're comfortable with. That's my oven. It's already on at 425 because the filling's cooked. I just want these shells to get nice and crispy. So here it is, all sealed just like that. I'm going to continue to make the rest. I'm going to give my pan a nice spray. These are going to go right on. And now I just have a little egg wash that's going to go over the whole top of them. Now I'm just going to give it a little hole on the top just to vent. And these are going to go in the oven until they get nice and golden. So here are my little meat pies. I kept them in the oven 20 minutes. 1, 2, 3. They got nice and crispy and golden. It's a perfect little weeknight meal. I love using those Goya discos. These are great to keep in the house. Let me just cut into this and I'll show you the inside with all of that stuffing. There it is. It's got all of that mozzarella that's melted. All right, let me just take a bite of these for you. The inside filling for these is delicious with the sausage, the peas, the onions, and I cheated using canned mushrooms. But it's so tasty. And those empanada shells get nice and crispy on the outside. A great little weeknight dinner, great little weekend dinner. It's pretty simple to put together. Always keep celebrating. Buona festa, everyone.